So, it's the Cryo Lady. Come on, you gotta turn on, aren't you now? So, what I would like to know is, have you got dentists? Do you go to the dentist? See, in America, right, everyone, they get the teeth all pulled out and they get caps put in. And I don't think there's probably all the Americans with these unnaturally white, shiny teeth that sort of glow in the dark. That's actually not their teeth. They have, they either have them pulled out and false teeth, and they wear false teeth, or they have them sharpened down to little points like sharks, and then they have sort of caps put over those, or they have the front, they just have like these things that they stick on the front of their teeth. That's why a lot of them look like they could eat, like Mr. Red, like they could eat an apple through a tennis racket. You see, in the UK, we don't have health insurance as such, because if you live in America, you have to have health insurance, and actually there's different types of health insurances as well. So in the UK, let's just give you an example, right? And this was the thing, with Breaking Bad, and Walter White got cancer, and he obviously didn't have enough health insurance because he was a teacher. And that's a bit shocking, isn't it, really, that you don't have enough to cover treatment for cancer. That was a storyline. But in the UK, well, poor old Walter White, he would never have had to resort to doing the things that he did in order to make, get enough money for his treatment. Because in the UK, if you are suspected of having cancer, you have to have a full diagnosis within 28 days. So that's, and for that, you get all your blood tests, you get your MRIs, your CT scans, the whole workup, right? And the UK is probably pioneering cancer treatment as well. In fact, American patients quite often come over to the UK and get sort of cutting edge treatment here. But in the USA, cancer, amongst, along with a multitude of other disorders and illnesses, can turn a family, can turn your average, everyday, let's just say, middle income family, and it can have them on their asses, really. It can completely bankrupt them. You can lose your house, you can even, obviously, if you have cancer, you can lose your job. Whereas over here, that's just not likely to happen. It won't happen. It just doesn't happen. Because the other thing as well is that obviously in America, you don't really get much in the way of holidays. I think you get like 10 days. Is that it? 10 days holiday, paid holiday. And I don't even think you get paid. Most places don't even pay you for maternity leave. In the UK, you get like 6 months off, fully paid. Let that sink in. Whereas in America, you literally have to pop your baby out and then be back at work the next week. That's if you want to be paid. If you're not worried about that. Oh yeah, and it'll cost you as well in America to have a baby. So I think it's like $30,000 to have a baby. And get this, they charge you, they itemise everything. So they'll charge you for the nurse to carry your baby over to you so you can have skin-to-skin contact with it. So I can see why people might want to have their kids at home. But then again, you have to employ someone to obviously come and do that. thing is, you can have your child at home here, and you'll get a trained midwife that'll come over, bring everything that you need, bring gas and air. Or, I mean, I had 5 children, and my last 2 were twins. I had a cesarean section for my twins, right? And I actually stayed in hospital for all told so I had a cesarean section, I had a spinal, so that's sort of an injection into your spine, it numbs everything. The twins went to the neonatal unit for a few days. I had scans and things like that. So I had a scan before I had my cesarean, and then I had other scans because I became a bit unwell afterwards. And I think I was in hospital 3 weeks. 3 weeks I was in hospital all told. And I had the babies with me for a certain amount of time there. Plus I was in the... I had like an intensive observation section for maternity, for postpartum. And obviously, you know, not just postpartum, before you're having a baby. So I spent time in there as well. I had drips and all sorts of things going on. And then I was transferred over to another hospital, a bigger sort of brand new hospital, where I had further surgery. I had like a hernia, and all the follow-ups and everything else. And do you know how much that cost me? Shall I tell you? You're going to be shocked at this. If you're living in America, this will shock you. Nothing. It cost me absolutely nothing. And I had a private room as well. So not a bean did I pay. And also in the UK, if I want to go to the dentist, so I have a National Health Service dentist as well. And I went to the dentist yesterday. I took Snoops with me because he went as well. And our dentist, he's trained at one of the best universities in the world, right? University hospitals. Not hospital, you know, University School of Medicine and Dentistry. And £27.50 that cost me. £27.50. I don't know how much that is in dollars. But yeah, but in the USA you have to have, you know, a dental plan as well. And everyone walks around with braces on their teeth. Anyway, what do you think about British healthcare? If you're an American, are you jealous? Are you jealous of the British healthcare system? Do you love Donald Trump? Because he's working wonders for the USA right now, isn't he? So what do you think of him? Because you know he wants to get away. You know he wants to completely dispose of, I think you call it Medicare, which is for the less fortunate, less well-off people. He wants to get away with that. The other thing as well is in the UK, a hospital is a hospital. It's a hospital, okay? So in the USA, it's not really a hospital as such. It's a business. It's a business. I mean, people die in the USA because they can't afford insulin for their type 1 diabetes. Do you know what? If you're a diabetic in the UK, it's all free. All completely and utterly free. You do not pay a bean for your insulin. Not only that, but they'll give you the, you know, the sensors that you wear. You'll get that free. And if you need any other medication as well, that is all free as well. Do you get free medication? Do you wish that you lived in the UK? Because I'll tell you what, it's a lot better than living in the USA. It really is. I love it. I love it so much. But hey ho, there you go.